Tuesday night, the president will deliver another State of the Union address. He's doing his best to get the word out, too. Mr. Obama has spent the last 2 weeks traveling the country and trying to stir up a big crowd to watch his annual "Look What I've Done" speech. And while the president's approval ratings dropped to a career low in November and the American voter elected the most Republican congressmen since the 1920s, the president seems oblivious to all of that. In fact, he promised insider Democrats on Capitol Hill that he would continue to, quote, play offense instead of apologize or defend any of these recent blunders. Obama is unleashing a full-scale offensive on public relations. In a recent speech and a preview of his State of the Union address, Obama promised free college tuition for any American who could manage to earn a C on their report card. While Obama has already handed out 4 times more government loans than any other president in American history, he doesn't seem to have any plans on slowing down. Eventually, some president will have to come in and clean up all that mess and balance the budget. And after 6 years of failing to deliver on his promises to immigrants, the president used executive privilege to stir up political support on top of that, knowing the bill would never get through Congress. The president is also promising free internet to all Americans while he's using reports of cyber attacks to increase government spy programs. On Capitol Hill, it's all offense there too. The president is hiding behind global warming while he threatens to veto bipartisan legislation of the Keystone Pipeline. He's moving ahead with plans to increase taxes on American business owners. Another politically motivated strategy to paint America's most successful as public enemy number 1. Yes, President Obama is on the offense in PR and on Capitol Hill, but both of these pale in comparison to the power play Obama is launching overseas with the American military and the CIA. While most Americans are all caught up in the pomp and circumstance of the State of the Union address, the president has 3,000 U.S. troops over in West Africa building state-of-the-art Ebola centers that aren't even being used. And in Afghanistan, there are still 12,000 U.S. soldiers on the ground trying to defend themselves from Taliban insurgents. At the same time, President Obama denounced Israel and criticized Benjamin Netanyahu. Now he's taking sides with Iran, urging Congress to lighten up on their stance against their nuclear program. And both of these moves are stirring up a great deal of Jewish-Muslim resentment. At the same time, Obama is making close friends with top leaders in communist Cuba and North Korea. On top of all that, Obama just sent another 1,200 U.S. troops over to Syria to train and arm rebel troops in an undeclared war against a sovereign nation. The fight against the Islamic State rages on in the Middle East, and it's not just troops and airstrikes, it's warships and unmanned drones carrying out CIA missions in Yemen and other remote parts of the world. Every time an American airstrike kills a civilian, the target of anti-American sentiment grows even larger in the Middle East.